If I jump somebody, my man gonna jump with me. You feel me? If I rob him, my man gonna rob him. Like if I wanna smack the shit out of him, my man gonna smack the shit out of him. And if I shoot, my man gonna shoot. And if I gotta die, my man dying with me. Like that's just how it is. Like my people ride for me, no matter what. And I know that for a fact.
It's respectable, man.
Ain't no goofy niggas around me. They're gonna die if I gotta die.
I wish somebody would die for me, man. Like,
nah, facts, facts.
Like,
I'm sorry, what was that?
Everybody, we've been talking a lot about Avant J, but everybody wants to know, what about Shaggy? Like, is he just the towel boy, the cameraman? Or Candy says, the drunken vajayjays, bitch?
Oh, God, don't say what I've been saying.
Why not? We'll put it all out there.
Okay, all right.
You want to know? You want to know the realest of the real? The realest of the real is that Joey's a cool motherfucker. Joey is way different than Joe. And there ain't shit to talk about Joey because Joey's just there. Joey's melon with the mesh. He can't really do much because he's got to deal with a fat 450-pound airbag going off every day. So, you know, it just is what it is. He deals and rolls with the punches. Joey's a good motherfucker, man. I will vouch that to the day I die. That motherfucker, I love him. If there's anybody I miss from the record label that I don't see outside of that place, because I see Twisted and I see Blaze and I see ABK and shit outside of that shit. I see all them all the time. But, you know, people that I miss back at that motherfucker, Joey number one, no doubt. 100%. I love that motherfucker. We used to do shows just him and I. Radio style. That's a real motherfucker. He's cool as hell. That's why there can't be too much shit said about him, because it ain't him. It ain't like he's sitting back calling all these fucking shots.
I miss Shaggy too, though. A lot. That was like one of my best fucking friends. That dude was like one of my best fucking friends. We played a venue, right? In that venue, after it was done, this was a Dark Lotus tour. This some shit right here. This is real. And you challenge any fucking body, anybody, about this story. Anybody that was there, and everybody was there. So, your boy was fucking wasted on some shit, and me and I can't even remember who the fuck I was with. It wasn't Madrox. Jamie was on the bus with everybody else. Madrox is calling me like, hey man, come back to the bus, dude. This dude's tripping. So I'm like, all right, let's go. Bam, we bounce out. We fucking hit a Taco Bell because I didn't think it was that serious, right? Get to the bus, and they're outside. Everybody's standing outside. Jamie's outside, and he's like, come here, man, let me talk to you. It was Blaze. That's who I was with. And he's like, dude, this motherfucker said that you were in a club dance grinding on a girl, mouthing the words to a Eminem song to his face. And I was like, what? Oh my God, are you fucking serious? So I go up to this motherfucker and he's looking at me. He ain't got no clue who I am. None. No clue. And I'm like, bro, are you fucking serious? He was like, you were singing it. And he pushed me. And I hand my bag to Blaze. I'm like, hold on, dog. I'm about to fuck this dude up. Straight up. And Jamie and Blaze were like, no, no, no. And this motherfucker starts yelling at me, all this crazy shit. And I turned to Jamie. I'm like, you fucking believe this? And he was like, hell no, I don't believe what this dude is saying. What I'm saying is it's really weird right now. And so I pulled out a thing of mace, right? Because there's like 15 of these dudes. And Joe keeps talking shit. Like, I'm going to fuck you up. I'm like, I'm right here, dude. I'm right here. Madrox is trying to squash it. So he's like, hey, come on, Joe. Let's go over here to your bus. They all go over there. It's him, Joe, Joey, fucking a couple of their cronies. And Blaze is keeping me over on this side. Like, fuck it. It ain't even worth it, dude. The dude is not even him right now. He's fried out of his mind. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck, dude. He just fucking put his hands. You know how it is where you're just kind of in a state of, And all of a sudden I hear yelling again. And I look and fucking Joey swung, bam. And I'm like, what the fuck? Swung on Jamie. And I run over there and everybody's grabbing me. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And they separate everybody. They go onto their bus. We go into the hotel because, of course, they're like, you're off the fucking record label. And Jamie's like, yeah, man, I'm talking to Joey. And this motherfucker Joe comes up behind me and sucker punches me in the fucking head. When I turn around to see that, Joey, bam, swung on me. And as soon as Joey did it, he was like, oh, I'm sorry, money. It was just that Joe swung, so I... And I'm just like, holy shit. So, they left us. They left us in fucking Washington. We had to drive 50 fucking hours, it seemed like, home. Thank God we had a credit card to get a rental car. There's a great fucking story. There's a great one. And I'll challenge any fucking buddy, anybody that wants to say different. Then that made us look at things differently. Like, oh shit, okay. So we're not really homies like that. Like, goddamn, dude, it just kept breaking our fucking hearts. But we hung in there for the kids. For the kids, as crazy as it sounds. For the fucking kids. Because we knew what that split was gonna do. But it just got to that point, you guys. It got to that point where it was like, we hoped that we had a relationship with you guys that you would understand where we were coming from. And a lot of you did. The majority did, but there were people that didn't, and that hurt our feelings. That left us hurt. Like, damn. A lot of people did just fuck with us because of the address. An address in which we helped create. We created that just like they did. So that shit was just ill as fuck. That changed the entire fucking relationship. That right there, that to us was the beginning of the end. Right there. Right there. Like, whoa, bro. We just ain't on the same level anymore. We're just not. So it became harder for us to tour together, for us to do stuff together. That's why you guys seen it. That's why you always heard fucking Twisted don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. Now you know why. Now you know why. Because it was tough to look at them dudes for a long fucking time.
I understand people that still support psychopathic from a family aspect, but I'm always saying you can be a juggalo and despise Violent J. However, I do have to say, along the lines of what Fillin said, Shaggy is an innocent. He doesn't know any better. He doesn't. Jay makes all the shots, and Shaggy just goes with it because the man has no job skills or anything else to do with himself if he's not following Violent J. So yeah, he really is an innocent. He's very sweet. Like he's a puppet. Yeah, pretty much, and he's very sweet.
Personally, I have no problem with Shaggy. I have no problem with Shaggy. Shaggy seems like a guy that he grew up with Violent J. Violent J. When Violent J turned, Shaggy probably was like, "What the fuck's going on? I have no idea what's going on. What the fuck? Why does everyone hate us now? What the fuck?"
Yep, that's pretty much how he is too. And he himself couldn't handle it. And I don't know if you remember, we had an episode on air, which I won't awfully go into, but he basically came in drunk and made a mess out of the studio because he was mad at Jay. So they had to redo the entire studio last year. And he was just really mad because he's saying, hey, these people used to say, hey, what up, Shags, as I walk down the street. Now people are throwing crap at me. They're throwing whole bottles of Faygo. What the fuck? And that really happens to him. He can't even sit in peace with his own kids and his family. And I'm pretty sure he's probably heard about the whole FBI thing, too, because